Yes, it's another Friday on The Opinion with VNTV. It is that time we talk about trendy issues that affect us as a people in Africa. My name is Okoma Gifty, and I'll be doing this with...
Of course, my name is Eugene Evans. Please don't forget to get interactive at various social media platforms. On Facebook is VNTV, on Instagram and YouTube is VNation TV. Now, usually on this show, we speak on issues, like she rightly says, on this show. It's either I'm doing it together with my beautiful co-host here, or we invite a guest to speak on a particular issue. This time around, we are doing something different. Yes, we'll have a guest join us later on in the show to speak on the issues we have on the table today. Yes, so the issues we'll be touching on, now one, it looks like the Electoral Commission here in Ghana still stands by their decision to compile a new electoral roll for elections come December 2020. However, some political parties, especially those in opposition, have been speaking against it. Now, the question we are asking is, do you think they are speaking against it simply because they are in opposition to score political points, or they actually have the population or the country at heart? Or if their issues or the concerns they're actually raising are legit, why isn't the EC hidden to their core? We also take a look at the fact that, well, currently, I mean, from our observation, it looks like people are letting their guards down with regards to observing the safety protocols issued by the WHO and, of course, the government to slow the spread of the virus. And the question we are asking is, why is that the case? We'll speak about this particular issue right here on the show.
In Nigeria, INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, has actually released a guideline for the conduct of election in COVID-19 pandemic. Again, in Nigeria, in Delta State, the chairman of Oshimili local government area has actually issued a quick notice to herdsmen residing in the community bushes. This and many more we're talking about. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll dive more into the stories.
V-Nation Pictures is a production firm in Ghana aimed at becoming the renowned production company in Africa and beyond. Services rendered include film production and editing, shooting of TV commercials and videos, photo shooting, event coverage such as wedding, engagement, parties, funerals, etc. Locate V-Nation Pictures inside King Solomon's Heights on the Tampolini Street off the Community 18 Road. Contact V-Nation Pictures on 030-3962-776 or 0240-289-952 for booking inquiries. You can also reach us on.
Alright, so you're welcome back from the break. If you just joined us, this is still The Opinion right here on VNTV. Well, before we actually went on a break, I told you we'll be having a guest join us for us to touch on issues right here on our table. Well, we are humbled to have with us a media, marketing and sales executive by name Emma Amankwa.
Yeah.
Ififa.
Yeah, that's right.
To the Opinion Show.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you.
Are you ready to fire?
Ever ready.
That's straight to the point. Now, let's talk about the EC. You already know the back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, for a couple of months now, the EC says, you know what, we want to compile a new voter register in order to address the verification issues that might pop up during elections and all of that. But of course, the opposition are also saying that, you know what, that's not the way to go. If you claim it is not credible enough, well, it helped you in 2016.
Yeah.
You know, so why then are you saying, my issue here is, do you think the political parties, because I say political parties because it's a group by name Inter-Party Resistance something. It comes to made up of the NDC, PNC, and the APC, and they've been speaking against it. Do you think
The
they actually?
IPAC.
Yeah,
the
yes,
PAC,
and yeah, exactly. Do you think they're actually speaking against it simply because they're in opposition, or they have a point?
My dear, thank you for being here, my sis. Thank you too. I would say thank you to your viewers. If not them, the show wouldn't still be.
Yeah,
exactly. So when I go anywhere, I thank them for them keeping up with us.
Exactly.
Going to the issue, the EC and the political parties, my dear. Politics in Africa, politics. Because as I sit here, what I've observed from all these political parties is, when they are in opposition, they sing a different song. When they are in power, it's a different song. Every political party in opposition, one way or the other, has fought the EC way back. It never started today.
That's true.
They have been fighting the EC, but the most, what should I say, the one that it's just disheartening is the two females. That each of them has been called, they've been called a prostitute.
Wow.
That's true.
Each of them, I don't know whether being female, and that's the disheartening aspect of it.
Because I hear it's a lot, especially even
They started with Auntie Charlotte.
Yes.
Wow.
They said she has used a bag, whatever, to gotten the position.
She is.
Yes, it has gotten to Auntie Jane. And the NDC also are claiming she is an MPP member. So she used what and what because the husband is an MPP member. So she used something, she's being a prostitute. And the same word they are using for her.
Right.
Yeah.
So I ask myself, is it because they are women? So can't a woman get to a certain height in a country?
I also have an issue with that.
It's so disheartening.
Because I feel when a man
it's very
actually
wrong.
gets to the top, we say that
It's normal.
that's hardworking.
Yeah.
But when
But
it
with
comes
a
to
woman,
I said the woman is actually
she doesn't deserve it all.
No, but even my issue is some of the men too, they use what they have to get some positions.
Right.
Wow.
It's about knowing it's about being strict, discipline, knowing
Setting
what I
priorities.
want, and working towards it in achieving that. So I can go to school, I can be whatever I want to be, I can learn towards. At times, even it's not about getting so many degrees, but it's about learning on the job.
Yeah.
You can go to a field that you never learn. Even what we learn in university is not what we practice outside. I can go to a certain field and learn on the job and be best at it.
Yeah.
So definitely I can be appointed to a certain position. It's not necessarily me going to friend whatever to get that position.
I agree.
So those two ECs, the last two ECs, which fortunately or unfortunately, they being females, it has been a different game.
Right.
They can take that aspect of their personal, their private life from it. Let's see, is Auntie Jane capable or is she
handling the position
enough
to do the work?
Task.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because as we know, Auntie Jane has been with all these political parties, not now.
Yeah.
She knows them. She has been organizing this debate here and there. She knows these political parties. She has been them. She has a foundation. She is competent enough to handle. So why then will you say, man, Wakako used to what and what's the back, what and
Make
what?
her feel less human because she's a lady. Yeah.
And Auntie Charlotte suffered the same stigma. Is it because they are all beautiful women? Right. So can't you be a beautiful woman with that intelligence?
Yeah.
What are you, like here, what are we preaching? Is it that when you are beautiful, don't learn? We indirectly preaching that.
Gender inequality.
Exactly.
It's one of the problems in Africa. This gender inequality. Because you are a lady, you should attain some heights. Like they believe that when you are there, you must have gotten to that place with your body or something. It's one thing with Africa.
It's so not fair to you men.
We ladies,
Can
come
I speak
on.
behalf of our men? But let's speak on
the issue. Yes.
on the issue. Yeah.
The political parties, as I said, the two of them, mainly I said no offense to the other political parties because in this country is if not NDC is MPP.
Right.
Yes, so no offense to the other political parties. Yes, I know the CPP is there, the PNC, others, but let me say yes, the two main parties in the country is NDC and MPP. If not, this will come. If not, that's this will come. Yes, and that's I mentioned NDC because they are the largest opposition right now.
Yeah.
So those parties, they have fought the EC. Whenever this one is in power, they are for EC. When this one is in power, they are for EC. Not long ago, MPP was in opposition, 2015. They were fighting Auntie Charlotte over this same EC BROUHAHA, and she would cheat. There's this Reagan, what and what. So many things. Exactly. And NDC, they were in support of Auntie Charlotte. No Reagan will go on. She's doing it. She's doing her work. Allow her to do exactly. You don't interfere in EC's work. The Supreme Court. If you have anything, go to the Supreme Court. Right. That was what we had in the country. So now the same thing should be made. We should just do the same thing. Nobody should interfere in Auntie Jane's work.
Exactly.
Political parties, whether in opposition or in government, opposition should stop interfering. 2015, we had the same thing in this country.
Wow.
Nobody should interfere with the EC's work. She knows what to do. If you have anything, go to the Supreme Court.
Exactly.
And yes, I heard the NDC, they've gone to the Supreme Court.
Exactly.
Yeah, they've sent EC and Attorney General to the Supreme Court to just let them, because what they were raising to, in one way or the other, I get them. Because you can't say I can't use my birth certificate in registering for your new voters.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the passport, I use birth certificate in acquiring a passport. So if you think it's invalid, then passports in this country, they are all invalid.
Exactly. That's the point I'm coming from.
So
because
what are you talking about here?
2016, we used this same voter, the voter register to actually elect the current president.
No, but then I have an issue because the opposition said they never liked that voters. They thought it was bloated when they were in opposition. So they have been consistent.
No, you have been consistent.
MPP has been consistent with this bloating thing of the voters register.
Right.
They have been consistent because 2015, they made the same claim. Even if they winning with 1 million or whatever, they say they won with 1 million votes or whatever, they are still saying the thing is over bloated, so they should change, meaning they are consistent. But the NDC then on the other hand is saying, but you claim you've won with this thing with 1 million.
That's what they are
so
saying.
why don't you keep it
So we go with it.
Exactly. So you can win maybe with 2 million or 1.5 or your 1 million you maintain.
But my issue is, what is NDC scared of anyways? What are you scared of?
No, but they are not scared. But what they are saying is, you said we can use NIA or passports to register for the new voters you want to do. And my brother, my sister, in this country, how many people have passports? Exactly. And the NIA ongoing, how many people have registered
for it? Yeah.
And if you are saying I can't use my birth set to register, the same birth set I use, those that they have their passport, they use the birth set in acquiring the passport.
Exactly.
So if you are saying the birth set is not valid enough, then all passports in this country, they are not valid.
Exactly. So therefore, some people won't get the opportunity to actually.
Exactly, because my mom, maybe my mom in the village, then do they have passports?
Exactly.
My mom, the NIA, most people haven't registered.
Yeah.
And those that they've registered, me cry yenya.
Wow. Yes, exactly.
And that's another
because
thing.
I have also done mine, and
We've not
up
gotten
until
it.
now, I haven't received my card.
So you say I should use my passport. Fine enough. I may have a passport. What of the markets, those
aged people,
the masses,
that
they don't have passport? Even birth certificates, how many people can even get their birth certificates?
And again, with the mentality,
there will be 70 something. The person nowhere to, like, birth certificates, he can find it. And right now, to get a birth certificate in this country is very difficult.
It's very tough.
Right now, they've tightened some things.
Yes.
So it's not easy in getting a birth certificate. So you can't even rush there, or maybe you ask people to go there, it will be a chunk of it. So many people will go there now requiring for this birth certificate. If you say that we have normal, the voting, whatever, if they are saying those two can be limited. We can limit ourselves to only those two.
So if that is legit enough, then why isn't the EC actually hidden to what they are saying? Okay, yes, we understand that an EC is actually an independent body and all of that. But I think when you are doing something, you have some of your people actually speaking against it and all of that, you should take them into consideration.
And that's where the IPAC come in.
Right, exactly.
They have the IPAC, that's the Internal Party Advisory Committee. And I learned they will be meeting, or they've met or whatever, to discuss this, the BROUHAHA ongoing, They met, they've already met, so they discussed the BROUHAHA ongoing. And even the IPAC, the news that came was the NDC boycotted it. They said they were not going for the IPAC meeting. Wow. Reason being, all years of IPAC meeting, maybe every political party, you have to bring 3 people to represent your political party.
Right.
Okay.
But this time the EC was like, you bring one because of even the pandemic or the COVID.
Exactly.
So one person representing the party, And the NDC is like, no, maybe I can be the communication officer and I go. So if whatever you bring on board, do I have to walk out and go and call my chairman? Chairman, the EC says this is what is going on. So what do you think? It's just a non-starter. Yeah. So why don't you maintain the 3 people? Get a bigger hall. There are so many halls, bigger. How many political parties are in the country? Even if there are 20, and you say 3 each. So 20 by 3, how many will they be? Like 60. You will get a hall that can contain about 400 or whatever people. Yeah. So why don't you then send them, maintain the 3 people, send them to the hall, then discuss whatever you want to discuss. Yeah. Because you can't be saying one person, then you bring another. So when the next set comes, then you tell them, oh, the first set that came, this is what they discussed, this how they voted. So what? That's what. You get it.
I get it. And personally, I even think the electoral commission, yes, maybe their representative will be there for shady reasons, but I don't think they might take what they are saying. And even
IPAC discussions or whatever comes out from IPAC, the EC is not mandatory or it's not forced
to take it.
Exactly. You go there, you discuss. She tells you what she wants to do. You discuss. If they want to, they will take your advice or whatever you come up with.
Because already there are measures already put in place for the registration, even just so.
Because 2020 election, do or die, it has to come on. Wow. Forgotten about the pandemic, because if the election doesn't come on in December, there wouldn't be any president in the country.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can't say the president has to step down.
No, I think by constitution,
by constitution,
they give you some duration.
Exactly, because the constitution never ever provided with such pandemic. We never. There's nothing in any constitution. Nothing in any constitution to talk about in case
things like this come up.
This pandemic has been a blow to the world. It has been a blow to the world.
So they just have to put some measures in place.
So definitely we have to vote.
Help with the
we have to vote in December, and it's left with 6 months, right?
Yeah.
It's left with 6 months.
You know, campaign hasn't even started.
And even the primaries. No, primaries for MPP.
First.
Because it was last year, December, MPP should have done their primaries. Yeah. But they said, oh, let's push it to January. Then they brought it to January, but there were some hitches that said March. Absolutely. So their final was March. That was 27th or so. They would have voted in March. And the pandemic, boom, from nowhere. And you don't know what will happen tomorrow. That's how
So do you think it will still come on?
Oh, definitely. So if primaries don't come on, so who is going to represent them in their constituency?
No, that's what I'm saying. That so
the constituency is going to represent them.
I'm saying that this short period,
five people are contesting in some short period.
We're gonna hold the primaries, and then I don't know.
We are holding primaries. NDC is getting their vice presidential candidate. Okay. We are holding the 2020 election.
I can imagine. I actually can imagine. I can imagine how the campaign will actually go. Whether you go on virtual, JM will go live and be like, vote for me on Facebook Live.
But trust me, they are doing politics underground. Okay. Trust me. Politicians know what they are doing.
I trust
they will always be politicians. You can't take it away from every politician. Politicians know what to do. And they are on the ground. You sit there, no campaign going on. They are campaigning. They are doing it. They go, they catch, they know where to hit.
Exactly.
They know where
to hit. So once the time is up, they know that they're
it's easy for them. This one is a done deal, my dear. It's not about the road, 2015 what you saw, or 2014 to 2015 what you saw, or early 2016 what you saw that the road was busy, traveling, the presidents, helicopters.
This time is silent.
Politicians will always find their way.
They are politicians. Some people were born to be politicians,
absolutely.
Right?
If you can't play the game,
no. Politics is a game you know how to play. If you can't play, don't
sit out.
Okay, this takes out to Nigeria. Talking about election, but this time in Nigeria, the Independent National Electoral Commission has actually released guidelines, to carry out election during this COVID-19 pandemic. We have upcoming elections. I think in Ondo State, it will be coming up on September 19th, and in Edo State, it will be coming up on 10th October. You understand? So these elections will actually come up. Now, those people have actually sent us guidelines to help, curb the spread of COVID-19 in the polling units. You understand? They don't want it to look like people come out to vote and they end up contracting coronavirus back home. And these are some of the guidelines they actually gave us. They were like, they'll provide infrared thermometers for coalition centers. They'll provide face masks for electoral officers. They'll ensure the enforcement of physical distancing. The election will start 8:30 a.m. and would end by 2:30 p.m. These are actually the guidelines they've given to us. They have a whole lot more they've actually given to us. So my question is, because people are like, how would you be conducting election where the cases numbers actually shooting up and people are complaining and you are holding an election? So what do you think? Do you think these measures they have brought out, they can actually actually force it to come true? Or because we are actually in Africa where people have to give you headlines, they give you guidelines, on what to do, and at the end of the day, it's a different thing you are seeing altogether. So what do you think about that?
My sister, Africa we did.
Yes.
The African community is about ensuring that whatever you put out, you are making it work.
Okay.
We as Africans, yes, we are Africans. Indiscipline is one of our
Problems.
very indisciplined. Very, very indisciplined. And some people have the notion that the sickness even doesn't exist.
Absolutely
Okay.
true. Yeah.
Some people think it doesn't exist. So you can come and tell him or her to use this face mask or whatever. Wash
your hands frequently,
use
and the
you
running
can come
water
and
and
tell.
all of that.
The last time I saw some video that I know I have my God. If my God will allow
Yeah, I
this
saw
sickness-
that video too. He said it would not happen to me.
and
What
if
was
my God allow me to die to
and this talking about pastors and churches and all that, this actually was a problem between Salvation Ministry in Nigeria and with some women. The Salvation Ministry pastor Ibeyomi came out and was like, he doesn't even think there is coronavirus in Nigeria. Meanwhile, and somebody was like, how can you say there is no coronavirus in Nigeria? People are dying every day, and you are standing on your pulpit to say this thing. And mind you, this person you are talking about here is a leader. People are following this person. So if you misinform people, they will assume this thing is not there. So thereby, they won't even follow the necessary measures. So it means the cases in the country will actually be rising because of the information you've given out. So I don't know why people still feel there is no COVID-19.
It's about religion. It's about religion. That's why the atheists will tell you, when this one is about religion, that's why the atheists will tell you, you see, your own religion they've kept you in a certain condition.
Yeah.
Because the religion, we ourselves, I don't know, I just don't want to talk about religion here. I just don't want to go there. Because at times you think about, no, the religion is there, but God gave us wisdom.
Yes, like
I mean,
if
there's wisdom.
that same Bible tells you that for lack of knowledge, my people perish. So if you don't have this, you will die, my sister, my brother, you will die. So, but let's not sway from.
Yes. So this one
issue.
maybe, as I said, in discipline. So the security agencies, talking about the military, the police personnel,
they have to be present.
Exactly. If this election will, it has to.
It has to.
It has to. The seventh. No, we can't use this COVID to make everything come at a halt.
As a halt.
Exactly.
Everything is just nothing is moving. We have to put in place measures.
You know, there was actually a guest here some time ago, and he was saying the same thing you actually saying that don't say that because there's
pandemic,
so everything will actually hold. It was like this is something new. Adjust to the change.
And my
creative.
dear, let's be real. Being real as a realist, I see this thing not going in 6 months
anytime
time,
soon.
In 1 year.
It's coming to stay with us.
Exactly.
So the thing is being clean. Wash your hands. Use your sanitizers. When you are going to the crowd, use your face mask. Play safe. It's about you. Protect yourself. If somebody out there thinks, oh, I don't want to use, protect yourself.
Yes, exactly.
So if the guidelines have been given
out,
let's follow the guidelines so that they have their election. So this one is not going to be easy, my sister. In Nigeria, it's not going to be
at
easy.
all.
The military, this one, Africa, we need military.
No, that's very
strong.
Africa need military. It's not about the police. So this one, we are not
few weeks back, few weeks back in Nigeria, I think at one bank, I've forgotten the particular bank, and the people were actually rushing out to get crowded.
The same
and
way.
they didn't care about the fact. Forget social distancing and all of that.
They don't care.
And so Nigeria.
But you know when they
Even the
open,
Ramadan even the Ramadan that even went now, they flouted the whole Muslim flouted the orders. Like they were actually having their prayers, but the thing was that they were wearing their face masks, but the social distancing thing was not there. Like I was like, but
I think even when you lifted the
eased the ban.
Yes, when they lifted the stay home thing in Nigeria, that was when they recorded the most cases.
Yes,
you because.
But when the ban was
irony, the irony.
when the ban was there, I learned some states were doing demonstration that they are hungry and all that. You saw the video that one man pulled the shorts naked and say, if I don't go, I will eat my family. Oh, Africa will always play to the last thing. Every time we want the world to see us as like the most poor.
Yes.
I don't know.
And then when Bill Gates will come out and say that,
and we are trolling her.
We'll die on
We
the
want to
streets,
kill her.
and then we wanted to kill her.
It's about our behavior.
Exactly.
We always portray to them that we are nothing.
And again, we are under this influence of religion and all that. Like when we are under this church, God say, Allah say, we can never see through. Like you can't see beyond.
So, but this thing, it has to come on. Yes, it's not because
I really also
of
think it has to come on.
Yeah, the guidelines that they have to follow. They have to ensure that they go by. For them to follow this,
yeah, that's the issue.
I say is the military.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't send police.
Niger people.
No, the police alone can't help. Please add the military to it. We want military. In Ghana here, our election, military will be there.
Thank you.
What are you talking about?
I can't wait.
And again, still on this topic, they said the reason why they are giving out these guidelines is for to get the INEC officials ready for the response, for quick response and adequate response to the challenges that we're facing during this election.
So they put in adequate measures actually in place for that. So I think that is the way to go. Like she said, make sure that you actually go by. If you don't go by it, you'll be disciplined.
But the thing is that no matter the matter, the election will come.
Oh yes,
but still on the pandemic. Now, from our individual observation, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. But it looks like now people are letting their guard down. Now, like you rightly said in your submission early on, that some people think that the virus is still not in town. Now, why do you think now people don't take it that serious? Like before we started recording our cases here in Ghana and even Africa at large.
Do you know that even the last time I read some news that people are even questioning that where do they get the figures from?
Yeah.
You get that thing. And people are saying, we want to see the people. You Africans, you want to see people. Stigmatization.
The people that have recovered when they come back home, you are running away from them. And you want to go and see them.
Please,
this is very interesting.
Let's not confuse ourselves. We ourselves.
Deceive ourselves.
No.
It's deceiving. We shouldn't deceive ourselves. You understand? We know. Because
you said, let me go and see them. I want to know the people who have died. Where do you bury them? Huh? Are you
really?
No, it's like the same thing actually happened. Like we read on this set, the 2 hotels that was demolished by Yenso Wike in Rivers State. Now we just came to realize that the owner of one of the hotels that were demolished tested positive for coronavirus. I think they were like, it's not there, so they don't see reasons to shut down their hotels and all that. You understand?
But if
so he has tested positive.
The owner tested positive, so you have to go bring the hotel down.
Exactly. That issue. Remember, we really went. I really went hard on them.
I don't get it.
They actually demolished the 2 buildings.
Yeah.
Just because the owner have tested positive.
No, it was because I think they actually told them that, you need to put some measures in place, because don't open because in Nigeria they haven't lifted it entirely.
It was easy.
So it was just easy. So don't, and then they still open it anyway. And they sent their representative to go out there to go tell them, you know what, you're not supposed to look. And they actually manhandled them and all of that. So with anger.
Which people manhandled?
The
The
management of the
authorities.
hotels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with anger, you know, the governor was like, you know what, let's bring it down.
It's okay. This one
it's
I
good to
understand.
go.
Yes, it's good
Then
to go.
after which the
Because
owner of the
no.
hotel tested positive.
Positive,
You see, it's
you
just
know.
let's see what is going on. We want to see the people.
But
that
why would he then flout the orders by the government that don't open the
it's
hotel?
still the
Why
same.
did he
There is no
open?
coronavirus. You
Exactly.
don't believe it. That is the same mindset. So it's killing us.
It's quite interesting, and this thing is getting serious. So I mean, for me, if you are out there,
Let me ask you. You
Right.
asked me that why is it that people are still?
Yeah, they are now
Yes,
feeling,
people are just. From the beginning, when the thing came, it was like, I think if we will be afraid again, we'll be of the lockdown.
Yeah.
When there's another lockdown, people will be, hey,
then this thing
yes,
is
this thing
serious,
is getting
getting
scary.
serious.
Yeah.
It's true.
But
Because
if-
now it looks normal.
But
I
if you've
think this
lifted
morning I
it-
was discussing with her that
If you've
everything seems
lifted
to
it
go
and
back
you
to
said
normal.
market women, everything is normal,
Normal,
in
yeah.
markets. If you go to markets, no one is practicing social
Social
distancing.
distancing,
No one is
yeah.
using the face masks. No
Absolutely
one is
true.
using washing the hands. When they lifted the lockdown or whatever
Yeah.
it is, that was when the first week too. That was where you see people.
We saw lots of people using
the buckets, the Veronica buckets.
Veronica buckets everywhere
Right
you
now,
go.
it's not
It
there.
became on a rise.
Yes.
This one right now, you
They
can't
don't
even.
want them.
I don't think people even walk into a pharmacy to buy hand sanitizers and all of that.
Right now, their markets have
And
gone
wait,
down.
Yes.
and still talking about that, still, and that is where the actually Christian leaders are bringing their what do I call it, their points from. They were like, if you would allow people to go to work, allow people to go to markets where you know there is 0% social distancing, why won't you allow people to go to church?
Exactly.
Yes, they also have their points.
So they have their point.
their
Also have
point
their
there.
point.
But let's say if you are talking about church, we have church that have about thousands of worshippers. You know,
Yeah.
we talk about the here. I can talk about the Archbishop,
ICGC,
Lighthouse. We
name
have
it.
the Catholics, the
Yeah.
President.
Yeah.
They even for them, some have three services.
Absolutely.
Or the Catholic will say 3 masses
Okay.
or whatever.
Right.
Yes, and for them, so how are they going to do it?
For me, I don't think it's
Those are
advisable.
Archbishop Church,
Yeah.
which is Chapel, Action Chapel,
Chapel.
Yeah.
Christ Temple, ICGC head office, Christ
Winners
Temple,
Chapel, cry.
Winners Chapel, a Lighthouse. They have like 3. So look at even the first service. About the auditorium is full.
Unless we do 20 services a day.
And right now, that's why technology is there.
Exactly. So
So
maybe
many
online.
people are using Zoom.
I think what some of them are not released because of them.
Oh,
You
but
know,
no, but if,
so we
no, but
see some-
if I'm a believer,
anyway,
I can send my pastor money. I don't need to be at church before sending my pastor money.
I mean, now people even pay their tithes and everything. I mean,
A true
digitally.
mobile money.
digitally and all. So if
Exactly.
you think you are a one-man church or whatever they call it, and you don't have what it takes to actually get, then I don't know if you can do house-to-house visiting to actually get.
No, but you
know,
can use
I mean,
the mobile money thing and
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the mobile money
POS
is
in
even.
Nigeria, they do the
do
POS.
your Zoom, do the Facebook
Live broadcast
exactly.
on
Exactly.
Facebook.
Do its Facebook broadcast. Use the technology. Right now we have technology.
Exactly.
Use it. Some are using the Zoom to do online services. Others are using Then you put your mobile number there for them to
offerings
send
and
for
all
offering whatever. If the person is willing
Yeah,
to, the
of course.
person will.
So there's absolutely
please.
no excuse.
It's
not
even
to-
the same as education. I have
Yes.
issue with.
I wanted
Let me
wanted
sit
to-
properly.
Please sit properly. Sit
Let me
properly.
sit properly
Go
and
there.
talk about
Go
this
there, my
education.
sister. Go there.
What are you talking about? Is it in the interest? Is it selfish? No, the parents asking. I want to ask: is it a selfish interest or in the interest of the children?
Okay.
I think it's just selfish interest. You know, parents, they don't like it when their children are home.
Exactly.
So they just want
And
them out of the house.
So my brother, let me go there.
Go there, my sister.
You, the parents, you, the mother.
Yeah.
I will insist on the mother because women we make a home.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Women are the champion. If a home has to stand or you have to get a fame with your children, it starts from the woman.
Right.
Yeah.
A man backs with the spirits and the money. A man backs with the discipline.
Yeah.
But bringing a child up, it lies with the woman.
Right.
The first day you brought the baby to the world, the first love the baby saw was you, the woman. Because when the baby comes out, it's you they put on. So the first love is you. The first voice is you, the woman. The first everything is you, the woman.
Right.
And we always are with the children in the house more than the man.
Right. That's very true. I mean,
So-
that's the fact on the ground.
So the woman that they are sucking, they're asking the government to
Open
open
the
the school.
schools.
I'm not talking about the secondary school. Here, I'm talking about the primary
children,
school
yeah.
and the junior, the primary.
Yeah.
The
Let me focus
to
on the
that.
primary.
That.
You want your children to go. Break time. You are claiming, in classrooms, they can
They'll
be,
use-
they should distance them. There are some classes that they have 40 people. 40. A teacher handles 40 students in a classroom.
All right.
You as the mother or the parents, both the man and the woman,
Just
your
to take-
3 kids
Or one.
your 3 kids, you ain't able to take care of them. You want a teacher.
To handle, look at the number of
40 of
people.
them.
And you
Because
think-
I guess the
No.
teacher is a superman.
And
or-
you think the teacher will have the eye.
To see everything.
Whatever goes on. And remember, whatever happens in someone's house, you don't know who has tested positive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when they come, and you can't control
All
case.
of them.
Yeah.
When he says, when they say, hey, then they will mention the name, they'll go and tap, they'll go and do this.
Yeah.
The teacher can say, hey,
Don't
to
touch.
all those students. So how is the teacher going to handle all these people? Can't we wait for the next academic year, which
Section.
is September?
Which is
Yeah.
September anyways.
Just
yeah.
here.
Because
Let's
even
assume-
if the president opens in June or in ending and says June they can go, they will vacate in July.
Exactly.
Because this is the long vac, which they will resume in
September.
September.
That's true.
So
That's
it's better
true.
to wait.
So the 1.5 months that you think you think you alone you have the work to do.
you want the
You say
conveniences.
I don't have I can't stay
Patience.
home. I can't do this because I have to go to work. My sister, when the child falls sick, you'll be the same person who will write excuse duty, asking
From
for
work to go and take care
Exactly.
of the child.
So why can't
Right.
you do something?
Right.
If your mom is alive, why can't you get your mom to come and help you? But that one you have to take care of your mom. So you pay your mom to look after your children.
Yeah.
If you have a house help, this is the time you have to know,
Who is who in the house?
motivate that girl.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
That's true.
So this is a time you don't have to maltreat
Yeah.
a house help because she or he is not your own.
Biological
So you
child.
think you maltreat them. Taking care of your children right now that they are home for these 3 months or so.
Exactly.
Have you seen how it is like? So will you then appreciate your house help?
Exactly.
The teachers.
Motivate them, appreciate them, give them, buy something for them. Don't eat rice and give them gari. Don't eat rice and give them gari. Because they are taking care of those children you brought into the world, expecting them to be the best that you want them to be.
Exactly.
Getting all the money for them because you go to
Because
the morning-
once you are taking care of them very well, you wouldn't even have to tell them, you know what, this is the way, this is how I'll treat your child when you are away.
Exactly.
And when
you
you don't
always have your peace.
You have your peace. You can go to work and then you are at peace at wherever you are, and you won't bother always complain about the fact that the government will open the schools and all of that.
Open
Because
schools
at the
for-
end of the day, there's homeschooling there. I mean, today we have
Even
homeschooling.
right now, Cry, you should use this opportunity to know your children more.
Exactly.
Because calculate, a day is 24 hours. Your children spend 10 hours in school. Some people get to school at 7. They close it at 4. Some even get to home at 6. And when they get to home, they do their homework. By that time, you ain't in the house. They do homework, they watch TV, they eat. And within that 2 hours, so 10 hours in school, 2 hours for the morning as they are preparing to school, and they come back 2 hours, they sleep for 10 hours. You don't have anything. Nothing in their lives. Some parents, they don't see their children.
Yeah.
By the
Yes,
time
so-
they wake up, or they will go before their children leave,
School
or
bus
their
comes and
children
pick them.
will go before they wake up, and their children will come sleep before they come back from town.
And that's the more reason as your children actually pick some habits actually
Exactly.
from out, because they spend a lot
Majority
of
of the
time
time
with
in
their
school,
with their
the
peers
teachers.
more than
Exactly.
you know.
So this is the time,
This
get
is the
to
time to
know
spend time
your-
with get to know your child. You know, this
Your
is the
family,
time
not
to
even your children, your family. how-
exactly. You have time for your family and all of
You
that.
say
For me, I think
work. When your child is admitted, you rush from that work. and come to the
exactly.
hospital.
For me, I think
and you write excuse duty, permission, and then excuse duty.
I want to, and then to go and take care of the child. There's no excuse out there. So whether you like it or not, Charlie, guys, now we are hitting about 7,000 plus cases. So there is no excuse for you not to adhere to the safety protocols. It's as simple as
but
that.
I learned the government is planning on, is it the junior secondary, they have to write their exams.
Yeah.
And I think the university, there are some people that they need to write exams. So I learned those are the people the government is looking at how to allow them write the exams. Maybe there are some measures that they can
I think
take.
they can actually do that. So you can actually,
those are the
maybe
people they will allow them to go to school, to go and write there. And when they are done with the exam, boom, go home. You go to your home.
Exactly.
Nothing. Nobody is going to stay anywhere. Because what they back, see, our dining halls, secondary, how many students will be at the dining hall?
It's also, even in our dormitories. Even in our
when
dormitories.
When we have bed baths, look at how it affects the whole dormitory.
Even our dormitory.
So
it is
the
not
way bed
advisable
baths
at all.
spreads, virus spreads, how virus spreads is dangerous than bed baths. And even with bed baths, we suffer in dormitories. So imagine a virus getting into your dormitory.
So no excuse. Let's adhere to the safety protocols. I mean, we can go on and on. We have a lot to talk about here, and then we'll not leave this place. But I'm sure we have one last thing on our table to touch on, right?
Yeah. Okay, lastly, in Nigeria, the chairman of Herdsmen local government area has actually issued out a quick notice to herdsmen residing in the bushes of the community. So according to this man, he said the reason of their eviction is because, as a matter of fact, he has given them 7 days ultimatum to pack their things and leave the bushes. So according to him, he was like, ever since those people invaded the bushes and all that, the increase in killings, rape, kidnapping
and all of that,
it has increased and it's alarming. Because it's still on the same issue. I think on 20th of this month, the secretary to the government of Delta State came out and was like appealing to the federal government to help to do something about this thing, about the killings and raping of people in the bushes and all that. One of the spokesman for the herdsmen came out and was like, no, that they are not criminals, they are illegal occupants of this place, Oshimili, in Delta State, that they shouldn't send them away. They are calling on the government to come to their aid, to not allow those people send them away. So my own is, you people are doing this thing. And it's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not even the third time people are crying out that the herdsmen are... And the thing is that they invade their farms with cow, they will chase them away and they will tell the cows to, destroy whatever thing over there. So people are complaining, and I don't know how we see that. It's actually a problem currently in Delta State.
I think we have a similar issue here in Ghana, right?
As she was just saying it, I was laughing in my head because Agogo will come in mind just like that.
Here in Ghana.
Yeah, here in Ghana. Agogo will come in mind because they have cried, and Abetifi called people to, they had this issue with the herdsmen raping their wives.
In the bushes.
No, this one even wives.
Their
At
wives.
times, their wives.
Yeah.
Because when they go to the farm, it's wives that maybe they go to the farm, they will kill the husband and they will rape the woman. That was what they were. The herdsmen. That was what they were doing. They had, weapons and their tools. So at times they will shoot, and then at times they will use the cutlasses and all that. Then they will rape the woman, and then, as you said, they were destroying farm products. The same thing, because the cows will be stepping on. If it's melons, they will be stepping on it, and then smashing everything here. There, if it's about the corn, everything will go off.
Yeah.
So I think Abetifi, what they did was to get this big place. They said they built something for them.
Some settlement.
Exactly.
So that they'll move
and
to
then
that
they
place.
planted, these grasses and whatever they then you put all of. But it's even that it wasn't easy, and it's still not easy. They are not done. We're still facing these problems, and you can't say you are sacking them because most of them are being owned by the local people.
Exactly. That's
the
their
thing he's trying to
So
say
I
here,
feel that
still on the video, he was like, it's not actually a final order. There are amendments would actually be made on it, but the thing is that they have to, is either they go out and pay for rent. You understand? Go and acquire houses where they will stay. Let them just do it like normal people. In the morning, you wake up from your house and go to the bushes, do your family, and come back.
To be honest, Gifty, I don't know how that will actually work.
Exactly.
These people, the way they are, these 7 days you are giving them, trust me, Gifty, it won't work.
Easy.
So he was like, the only remedy for this thing is that they have to rent an apartment as normal human beings. They don't want to see anybody in the bushes. They don't want to see
My dear,
anybody.
forget about this, eh? And these cows are not owned by the herdsmen you see.
Thank you.
They are owned by most the big men in
They're
the
big
country.
men. So the herdsmen are just
Politicians,
fronting.
exactly.
They are just
Politicians, they are the traditional
Muslims,
leaders,
yeah.
the traditional leaders,
That's true.
the big guys, the football. So
Exactly.
many people own
the
those
cows.
things. So the herdsmen, they go bring them from the northern side of the
Country.
the Africa, yes, the country. Then they come and lead it.
So for me, if you think you don't have what it takes to actually that temporal settlement for them and all of that, either you provide enough security there. I mean, for the meantime, once you are finding a way to actually get, but if you just give them, I'm giving you just 7 days. Trust me,
you
give
can't
it won't
see it.
work.
It won't work.
You wait. We'll come here next week to talk about this particular
won't
issue.
work.
It's
It
not
won't
going to
work.
work.
Honestly, but the increase in crime rate in that Delta state is becoming so alarming. But
We
my
have the
question
same
is,
issue.
Yeah.
why would you have to come to
the
someone's
same
place
issue?
and
They would
you
do
kill
demonstration
the
upon demonstration upon demonstrations. It got to a time that the whole community was like, enough is enough.
Enough.
If the government ends going to come in and find something,
They will take the laws into our hands.
So it went boot for boot with them.
Yeah.
So when they are also going to the farm, then they guard themselves with
Yeah.
these guns, and it got to a time they were shooting the herdsmen. But then the government came in, decided to
do
see-
something.
It's just
Exactly.
crazy.
So
It's just
not
crazy.
easy.
It's just
And we
crazy.
need the cows too. We are busy. That's another thing. We need
Oh
the
my
cows
God.
too.
Yes. Okay, guys, it's a wrap up for today's episode on the Opinion with VNTV. If you are liking my outfit, you can follow my stylist on her Instagram page at shine_couture, or you follow me personally on my Instagram handle at gifty_ada.
All right, want to say a very big thank you to you, Emma Amankwa Ififa.
It's been interactive.
I mean,
here.
you've been amazing. I mean, if Ghost Bags was a person, that's Emma. So thank you very much.
Thank
And we
you.
say a very
Welcome
big
there.
thank you to you out there also for making time to watch this show. Without you, the opinion wouldn't be possible. My name is Eugene Evans. Same time next week, we'll be here to shut it down.